Dr. Josie Nicholson. I'm the counseling and sports psychologist for the Ole Miss Athletic Department. I'm here today because we're going to be putting together a series of videos for our staff. We work in such a high demand, high production environment, and it's go, go, go. And it can lead to a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. So my coworker Brian and I decided to put together a series of videos that would teach some very practical tools to help manage anxiety and decrease stress. So over the next 10 videos, there'll be two different types of videos. One is going to be addressing different ways to decrease your physiological experience of anxiety. This is what happens to our body in response to stress. The other set of videos is going to address different ways to manage different things in your life, maybe setting up different parts in your life to decrease your experience of stress. Stress is tied into that belief that we don't have what it takes to meet the demand. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the foundation of everything, and it's how to take a deep breath so that your body is able to feel the calm. One of the reasons that so many elite athletes and military personnel have embraced the foundations of mindfulness and deep breathing is because it has so many physiological benefits in addition to being supportive of general well-being and mental health. So when we're anxious, when we're stressed, our fight or flight system is activated, and that system is either on or off. And the way that we can turn it off is by activating what's referred to sometimes as our rest and digest system. Some other really important physiological benefits is that it lowers your blood pressure, it increases the pH in your blood, or balances the pH in your blood. It increases oxygenation, which helps with tissue repair, and a whole list of other physiological benefits, particularly when you practice it a couple of times a day. So typically when we say, hey, take a deep breath, this is what we do. Right. That is not a full deep breath. So I like to think of a deep breath as happening in three parts. There's the part that Brian just did, which fills what we think of as the lungs, but the lungs are really big. So when he took a breath, right, and exhaled, it just filled up there. But in three parts, you're going to start by breathing in as much as you fully and comfortably can into your stomach. You're going to feel that all along your belt line, especially if you're sitting down. And then you're going to feel a little lift of your ribs because you're expanding out. And then the third part is the upper part of the lungs. And when you're laying down, and that's a really great way to learn, it feels almost like a wave. So take a deep breath, hold for 2, and now out as comfortably and fully as you can. So it really feels like a wave. So stomach, little lift of the ribs, and then out through the mouth. Your exhale should be about twice as long as your inhale. Now there's a lot of different techniques for breathing in 4, hold for 2, out for 7. Whatever the count is, just try to maximize that exhale. Try to breathe into your back as well. So it's almost like breathing in, you breathe like a barrel out. Go ahead and take a deep breath. So that's okay. Yep, breathe out, and now be taller, getting all that air out. There's a little spot of magic, I like to call it, at the end of the exhale and at the beginning of the inhale, where everything is just so calm and quiet. And anxiety cannot exist there because that's the present moment. Anxiety is always about the future or always about the past. So when you follow your breath and focus on your breath, it brings you into the present moment. And anxiety can't find you. So a really effective way to know if you're doing this correctly is you can lay down or you can stand up and put one hand on your belly. I often say you put your thumb in your belly button and then lay it down. And then put another hand on your chest. Now, I like to close my eyes so I don't get distracted, which is a really easy thing to happen for me. But you're just gonna follow your breath in and try to move your belly hand more than the chest hand. Pay attention to that little sweet spot at the end of the exhale, the beginning of the inhale, where it's just so quiet.
Thank you for joining us for this first installment of the Common Chaos series. I want you to know that the deep breathing is really the foundation for everything that we do in this stress reduction class.
So it doesn't stop here. These videos kind of build on each other. So join us for the next installment. We're going to be talking about how some of the ways that we think may actually be creating some of the stress that we're experiencing and keeping us from feeling the calm.